Hello.
What up, Red Racers? We good to go? All right. Welcome to the 2021 Red Racing Tournament. This is our inaugural race, along with one other that's occurring on SpeedGaming.
Please watch both streams if you don't already have both of them open.
Yeah, get both streams open. Cheer for all the runners that are going on right now. Today's race, or in this race, we're going to have our Pot 1 runner, Abdalain, versus SuperPlayer, and Rick is bad at games. We'll talk a little bit more about these runners as the runs begin. Verota, my co-commentator, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm extremely excited, honestly. I've been waiting for this for the past year, you know?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Um,
It looks like everyone's ready to go.
VidGamatic in chat with the first What's IT of the tournament. That's exciting. Oh, man.
Get your bingo cards ready if you haven't already. I think everyone's ready to go, so it's on your waving of the checkered flag.
All right.
Flag. Right. Countdown will begin. Our racers will get going. As you can see, as part of the tournament rules, all the runners have selected a specific palette called out to make sure that they are starting a fresh run.
Yep, in this case, it's the wonderful Hold Down palette, which is a nice pastel palette.
By
Very
far the best
tasteful.
palette.
Agreed. Alright, they should be starting up any second now. So what do you know about these guys?
So our Pot 1 runner, Abdalain, is a well-established red racer, very prolific in the racing scene. He has a 150-30 PB on the leaderboards, but he posted a 155 qualifying time for the. We ran qualifier races before the tournament began to do the seeds.
We should definitely get into that later, though.
Yeah, of course. He also runs Pokemon Sword and Shield with a 446 in any percent shield. Our Pot 2 runner, SuperPlayer 02, aka SuperPlayer, is an extremely prolific speedrunner. He runs red, but he posted a PB about 159 8 months ago, but he's got runs all over the place. He runs SMB1, SM64, SMB3. He has the first place in Super Mario 64. I want to be the Mario Warp 64 12-star legit percent. So there's that.
Honestly, I want to just watch that to see what it is.
Yeah, I don't even know. And on the far right, Rick is bad at games. I think he's a very new runner. I think he just picked up the game.
For this tournament?
When the tournament got announced. He doesn't have a posted PB on the leaderboards, but he posted a 2:18 qualifying time.
Okay.
And he does have a yellow classic run on the leaderboards that he posted about 9 months ago with a 2:30, which I think in yellow classic 2:30 seems okay.
Yeah, it's pretty, yeah. So I guess then he has some decent experience, at least with Gen 1, so he won't be, like, completely...
Yeah, he at least knows where to go.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Abdalain choosing a blank name, by the way.
Very classy.
Also, I'd like to point out, I believe this is 3 different nations represented in this race. Abdalain's Canadian, SuperPlayer is from France, and Rick is bad at games, I believe, is American.
Yeah, I think so. All right, see all of our runners picking Squirtle, and they'll face the first rival fight against the Bulbasaur. They'll want to get one tail whip off, and then begin tackle spamming.
Everyone getting tackled, that's nice.
Yeah, Abdalain and Super getting growled.
Did you see if anyone skipped PC Potion?
I did not.
Grogier pointing out that Rick is bad at games is English, so
It was
same
English.
point. Everyone's from different nations. No Americans, though, which is moderately rare, honestly,
Yeah,
with
it's actually
Red.
weird. Majority of runners in this tournament, I believe, are American. The fastest of runners are spread out all over the place, though. Looks like Abdalain should make it through.
Rick actually
Nope.
finishing
Gonna
his
have to
rival fight
potion.
first.
Abdalain playing it safe there. Smart.
So not really seeing any particularly good Rival 1 fights. Normally, on a good run, you want to see like a 230 or 240-ish time. Of course, in a race, you can't really, reset for that.
All
But
right, Rick gets his first encounter. The runners are going to want to fight at least one encounter before they get to Weedle Guy or during the Route 1.
almost stops to
their
fight the
mid-run.
level 3 Pidgey, but doesn't.
Right, it can be a little risky. I think a level 3 Pidgey is probably the highest level Pidgey you'd want to fight. Anything higher than that, you definitely run from. You really want to fight something level 2, though, if you can.
Yeah, so generally speaking, you want to fight a level 2 Pidgey, level 2 Rattata, or level 3 Rattata. That's just for the fact that Pidgey is guaranteed to attack you, and Rattata isn't. But you'll take a level 3 Pidgey if you need to.
Right. Abdalain's killing his encounter. Looks like Super's getting his second encounter. And he'll choose to fight this one.
Rick getting a Pidgey, a level 3 again. Let's see what he does. Okay, he fights this one.
Fight this. At some point, you do have to take whatever encounter you can get. If you get really lucky in Route 1 and get no encounters, then you'll have to fight another encounter somewhere in Verdian Forest.
Yeah. And as Square Root of Sheep points out in chat, no damage rat. So that's why you'd rather fight a rat than a Pidgey. Rat can tail whip you, and it doesn't do any damage. And it's just much nicer because there's a fight in a little bit that your HP does kind of matter.
We have a top oak, the first top oak of the tournament.
Let's see if we get any bottom or right oaks. Nope. Unfortunate. So speaking to oak from the left and the top, I think are the same speed in this game. In yellow, it's actually slightly faster to talk to him from the top.
Because he skips the little scene of your rival shoving Pikachu out of the way.
Yeah. And your rival kind of walks extremely slowly, as you can see. He's got this little sachet saying, I'm super cool. And as it turns out, it's faster to walk like 2 tiles than watch him walk 1.
All right, looks like Rick's going to be the first one heading to his barring encounters here. Yep, makes it through the way up without an encounter, so he'll be doing his shopping, buy some Pokeballs, and then do the Nidoran Manip.
Yep. So getting out of Route 1 in under 6 minutes is a pretty solid time.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to aim for in a race. You guys 5 Pokeballs, playing it safe.
Alright, everyone out of Route 1 in a reasonable amount of time.
Let's see. This Manip.
And yeah, normally you'll see people either buy 4 or 5 Pokeballs here, depending on their route and their confidence with their YOLO balls. SuperPlayer buying 7. So he's probably going to do shopping in Pewter after Rock, I would imagine.
It is interesting.
Abdalain checking his trainer card.
Nice. No one getting NPC trolled there. Alright, let's see if Rick can get his Nidoran on the first try. Oh, he messed up the movement and resets.
Alright, so Manips in this game, basically, you buffer the intro screens, and then you just walk in a specific path with certain A presses, and it should manipulate, as you can see, a level 4 Nidoran with very good stats. Rick's struggling to get this. It looks like SuperPlayer also missed his.
Yeah, it's like Abdalain, the only one hitting his Nidoran on the first try.
Yeah. So Abdalain already opening up a solid lead.
Do you know if Abdalain goes for extended?
He was actually practicing this on stream, so we'll see if he gets it. Extended looks like he missed it. Or well, I don't know. I don't know the new paths.
Well, he did the new movement.
Yeah. I guess we'll see if he gets a Pidgey.
Yeah,
Nope.
Going for it.
Yeah, so there was actually a new version of Extended Manip, which was found within the past year, and I guess neither of us go for it, so it's a little bit confusing, it's a little bit in the weeds, but it looks like none of these guys are going to hit it. SuperPlayer and Rick both getting their Nidorans.
Oh, Super gonna go ahead and tackle though. Looks like he messed up the YOLO ball. Rick might have hit his. No, his breaks out. He missed the ball as well. So during this manip, you're doing a frame relatively frame perfect inputs all the way until you throw your Pokeball. I think there's like a 4-frame window in the text box in the ball itself.
There's actually an 8-frame window on Nidoran.
It's 4 frames if you're doing extended though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way, extended is just a way to extend your Nidoran catch into a Pidgey catch. We need a flyer for this route, so it's just very convenient, and it saves a good amount of time, because you don't have to spend time looking later.
But Nidorans are in balls, and players are moving forward.
Yep.
Abdalain fighting the Weedle fight. This fight can be extremely painful at times. It looks like Abdalain got poisoned relatively early during this fight. You want to see string shots out of the Weedle, but in every turn of Poison Sting, you risk getting poisoned and taking more damage and having to heal.
Like also, Abdalain. Poison is just very slow.
Yes, you have an extra text box and watching your health go down every single turn. We'll see what Abdalain decides to do when he kills this Weedle. He'll level up and he'll check his special. I think 14 and 15 special is good, 13 is bad. Yep. And if he has bad special, he might be doing the backup bird manip here in Viridian Forest.
Yep. So on the Brock fight, which is coming up right after this, if you have 13 special, then you don't two-shot Onyx, and Onyx can use Bide, and if Onyx uses Bide and you bubble it, you're just dead. So Abdalain opting not to go for the Pidgey Manip, I believe. Or wait,
No, he's got Nido in the lead. Yep.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
Saving for it. I didn't get to see the special.
It was 13 special. That's my bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so using this Manip, you can basically guarantee that you get through Brock by swapping out on a Bide. And it's just for safety. Plus, you get the bird anyways, and you need a bird.
All right. Looks like Rick not poisoned yet. Got his tail whips in and is tackling. Another string shot. That's what you want to see. SuperPlayer did get poisoned. Is going to have to heal here.
Abdalain missing the yellow ball.
Going for it anyway.
Yeah, I guess he just... Oh, wait, he got it.
This is the old Manip? Okay. Wait, was that an actual YOLO ball, or was that
No, it wasn't. It was a real YOLO ball.
I don't know. I've seen old Manips with some fancy start flashing and other things going on during the YOLO ball, so I don't know what to expect anymore.
SuperPlayer getting bad special. I didn't see what Rick has.
Only buying 7 potions in Pewter Mart.
Is that to make up for extra balls or a different route?
I'm not sure.
I assume it's a different route because normally you buy 8.
Yeah, maybe. I think one of the things that you can do if you're buying 4 Pokeballs, if you're using the double max ether route, would be to buy 1 less potion in Pewter.
Also, SuperPlayer opting to find a Pidgey and just catch it, it seems.
fair enough.
It'll save him some struggles later, and I know he had bad special, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Rick's saving for Brock. I don't know if that means he has bad special. I guess we'll find out in a few seconds.
This is the risk you run into here, though. If you're fighting the level 5 Pidgey, it will know sand attack. So
yeah, sand is very annoying.
Missing some tackles.
We'll get into the horrors of sand later.
Yes. Abdalain healthy enough for Onyx.
Rick needing to heal on Brock.
He gets a tackle down to 10 health. Let's see if he plays it safe here.
Also, yeah, bad special.
Right. He's gonna have to heal again.
So one of those annoying things about Brock is, after this point, you will never use Squirtle again in the run. Unless you're sacrificing it. So any and all potions used here are pretty unfortunate. Because you want to keep those for Nidoran just to keep it safe for later. Abdalain did indeed name Squirtle Space. And he is also through Brock with a good enough, honestly, time. 13:42?
13:40. It's not the worst. Rick finishing up Brock as well, with Super just going into the fight now.
Yep. So reasonably close race so far between Abdalain and Rick. But Abdalain has a bird, and Rick does not.
So Abdalain will, as he exited the gym there, he went into a menu to change the battle style from shift to set. Or is it the other way around? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, it's shift to set. You'll never be swapping out intentionally after this point. For the Brock fight, it was just so that you could train more easily. You can see Rick doing it as well. If you don't change it, then after every Pokemon that you faint, you'll get a text box asking if you want to swap, and that's really, really slow.
SuperPlayer took some damage there from the Onyx on his Nidoran. Bided.
Yeah, SuperPlayer forgetting why he has Pidgey. I hope he doesn't continue. The unfortunate thing about this fight is if you finish Onyx as Nidoran, you will skip level 8 where you learn Horn Attack.
Yeah,
so you definitely don't want to do that. I mean, he could swap to Pidgey and keep both of them alive, but it's just not worth it. It would be faster probably to just reset.
Yeah. Did he save?
Did he save? Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh man, that might be really bad.
Yeah, if you have bad special, generally in a race, if you have bad special, it's a good idea to save for Onyx if you don't have a bird. In a regular run, you wouldn't save for anything, but you would risk it for Brock. But in a race, you want to stay alive here because resetting is obviously very, very slow.
He tries to catch it. That's incredibly unfortunate. So, has to reset.
Where is he resetting to? That's the question.
Meanwhile, Abdalain finishing up the first fight on Route 3. Route 3 is just a bunch of trainer battles that you have to get through. Oh no!
Oh, he's back to the Nidoran Manip. Oh, that hurts.
Alright, gets it first try at least. Oh, that's really rough.
Let's hope he gets the ball here.
It looked a little bit slow. Yeah.
And Rick is heading on to Short Sky.
Yep.
With,
so
Abdalain just in the middle of the fight.
So on Route 3, there are 4 fights that everyone does. 3 of which are against bug catchers, where basically you just want to kill the Pokemon as efficiently as possible. And then this fight that both Abdalain and Rick are on, which is Short Sky, which, as you can see on Abdalain's screen, has the potential to get really annoying with Wrap, as well as Rattata attacking you. Abdalain with a really low potion count, actually. He's at 3.
Yeah, he's going to be in a He's gonna hope to stay a little lucky and healthy through the bridge split later on.
Do you know if anyone here goes for last?
I don't think anyone's going to be going for last unless SuperPlayer is doing like old route or old strats that he knows. I don't think Rick would be.
For context, last is just a strat where you fight an extra trainer on this route, and in exchange for the extra fight, you get more safety on the upcoming Moon Rocket fight, as well as some improved ranges on Nugget Bridge, as well as a few others scattered across the run.
Yeah, you sacrifice a little bit of time for a lot of safety later on. The Moon Rocket fight can be very dangerous in a race setting. You probably see Abdalain save before the fight.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you don't have last stress, you definitely will save before the fight.
Safety is indeed god item.
Hammer SuperPlayer caught a Pidgey, but he didn't do Manip, so he ended up dying to Brock and resetting back to Nito. I agree, Jim Freak. It's really nice to see people continue even through some rough things happening to them.
Right. And if you're in SuperPlayer's position, you can still play for second place, especially against less experienced racers. Because sometimes in a race, you don't know what's going to happen, and you might have to get creative or, no backups upon backups. And some people can lose a lot of time later on if they don't know what's going on.
If you don't believe that people can lose a lot of time later on, I implore you to watch Enderborn versus Araya versus Truly from last year.
Yeah, plenty of great examples of things going wrong in the tournament last year, even from very good runners.
Is that... Yeah, okay. Abdalain's about to finish up Route 3, which will lead him to the... I guess his third Manip of the run.
SuperPlayer makes it through Weedle the second time, very healthy.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully he saves before Brock this time.
Nope, he's gonna heal anyway. Alright. Oh, Rick gets a nice crit on the Metapod there. You love seeing crits.
Yep.
So negate the effects of Harden.
Yeah, so on these Route 3 fights, especially the ones where there are Metapods and Kakuna, they love to harden. In fact, it's the only thing they can do. So you want to preserve horn attacks, which means that crits are absolutely wonderful. Crits actually ignore the defense gains.
Right. Abdalain is starting his Route 3 Moon Manip. So he would have saved on a specific tile, picked a pallet, and will be moving in a very specific path, hitting A presses on very specific tiles, all the way up until a Paris encounter, right before the Moon Rocket, and hopefully hitting a Yola Ball to catch the Paris and move forward. We'll need Paris later on as a cut and dig slave.
So Julio, there actually aren't repels in this game until, I believe, Cerulean City. I know you're joking, but for anyone who doesn't know, this is why we manip. Otherwise, it would definitely be worth it to just repel and do a shorter manip later. Or just find Paris.
Yep,
maybe not completely worth it, but...
Back in the day before this manip, runners would just head into Mount Moon, and runs would be decided by the number of moon encounters they got.
Yep. Ooh, Rick is bad at games actually waiting through the entire save prompt. So when the game says that you're saving, it's actually already saved and you can just reset. It's a little bit faster on emulator than it is on console, but generally speaking, you can reset relatively quickly.
Oh, Super is tackling the bided Onyx, so he takes a little bit of extra damage there. But he will bubble the Onyx, kill it finally, and make his way to Route 3.
Right.
And Rick is bad at games. Let's see if he has practiced his Moon Manip.
Do you want to explain IGTs, by the way?
You can do that if you'd like.
All right. So, for manips, not only do you need to walk a specific path and press A at the correct times, but there's also a chance that you saved on the wrong in-game frame, and the manip will fail anyways. This is because of just the way that RNG advances. It's a little too far to get into in this context, but basically, the manip that they're all doing only has about a 90% chance of working as they are doing it. Which is very high, and you shouldn't expect an IGT, but it is a thing that is unfortunately very possible.
It does look like Rick has been, as I say something, he missed an A press in the 4A press room and gets a Zubat encounter in the next room. But it does look like he has at least been practicing this manip, because I did commentary on, I think, his first race at the beginning of the tournament. It was like him and like 3 other brand new runners, and no one knew the manip, so it was really exciting. But it looks like he at least does know it at this point. He just missed an A press.
Hopefully he doesn't get too much of a punish. So Mount Moon has a relatively low encounter rate, I believe. But you can definitely get unlucky.
Yep. And there are backups for the Moonip. So there's a post-hiker backup. So when they go down the ladder...
Abdalain getting supersonic fail, by the way, very, very good.
Oh, into another supersonic.
I'm sorry, Abdalain.
Happy.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh no, he's dead. All right, he should have saved though. Yeah. So let's see if Rick decides to go for the post hiker backup, or if he does the nerd backup, or any of the backups. All right. Yeah. Looks like he's doing hiker, the formerly poi, formerly or now technically string flow, but
well, we don't know which one he goes for. There is a little bit of a trade-off. There are 2 very valid manips here. One of them, poi, is extremely simple but has a worse IGT rate and a slower YOLO ball. There's a new one made by Stringflow that is technically better but slightly more difficult to execute. It looks like he's going for poi.
Yeah, that looks like poi. Yep, poi is actually an amazing backup manip. When it only requires 1 A press, and you just have to make sure you do the movement right.
It's 2 A presses. There's one at the very end.
That's it.
Right.
Oh, you're right. After
there.
You turn up.
Yep.
I haven't done poi in a long time. I learned string flow, so.
Gotcha. Abdalain getting through Moon Rocket. We haven't even touched on Moon Rocket yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight is horrible sometimes.
Yep. Abdalain makes it through Moon Rocket and will do his menu here to evolve his Nidoran up to Nidoking and teach it a couple TMs that he'll need the rest of the run.
Rick missing his YOLO ball. Slightly sketchy position.
So you can poison sing it down to a low.
No,
he
crits it.
You kill it. Unfortunately, that bonus XP isn't really bonus XP.
Yeah, so he's gonna just save and go for a backup later, which I don't blame him for. There's another backup after the Super Nerd. But yeah, this fight Moon Rocket. So it has a Rattata, which can tail whip you, do a bunch of damage. He didn't heal beforehand, which is a little bit sketchy. And then there's a Zubat that uses 2 moves. Leech Life, which is pretty bad because it heals Zubat and super affects you. And Supersonic, which is even worse because it confuses you.
He does get the 2 horn attack range.
Yep. But this health is very dangerous. Okay, Supersonic fail is a great start. I hope I don't curse him as much as I cursed Abdalain.
He went into the fight with 5 horn attacks, so that's good. And yes, you did curse him immediately. Good job. He's going to swap out. So you can heal yourself through confusion, depending, I guess, if you saved or not. Swapping to another Pokemon, letting it die, and then sending your Nidoran back out clears confusion on Nidoran.
Yeah, It's one of the benefits, actually, of having to damage a flyer before catching it, is it just dies more quickly. Same with a low health Squirtle. So Rick gets through the fight relatively well.
Gets the counter, Zubat. And Abdalain will be throwing some Mega Punches at the nerd here. Mega Punch is a 90% to hit move. It does a lot of damage, but it is at risk of missing.
It's
Unlike Horn
85.
Attack.
No, it's
85?
90. It's 90 strength, 85 power, or 85 accuracy, I believe.
Okay.
We'll see probably how difficult that can get.
Oh no, he's got to reset because he started the fight as Nidoran.
Oh, that's really bad. That's very unfortunate. So Abdalain getting out of Moon.
Looks like a low 28.
Yeah, it's a very sizable lead at this point.
Yep. But Rick's gonna have to go through the Moon Rocket gauntlet again. He gets a tackle this time. See if he can hit that range again. He does get it. He's gonna have to heal immediately for Zubat. I hope that he doesn't get supersonicked.
Right, Leech Life is fine. A crit's annoying.
Leech Life crit is hard.
Abdalain centering and picking up this rare candy for use at Bill's house before he goes up to Bridge.
Rick goes for it. He gets it.
All right.
He's through, and SuperPlayer is going to be moving his way to Mount Moon. He's not doing the Route 3 manip, and he's looking for a bird here.
Also, I'd like to point out, it's not very often that you see a player get not one but two very solid rocket fights.
Yeah, that is hard to hope for.
Yeah. Normally, you'll be pretty safe. Or at least you'll be playing it pretty safe until you have to save again.
Alright, so Abdalain's fighting the Bridge rival fight here. You don't want to see Sand Attack. Sand Attack is the worst possible outcome from this Pidgeotto. He does get one Sand Attack.
We need to stop talking.
It's not the end of the world, but he does decide to swap here immediately, which is a very safe play.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pidgeotto can keep sanding, and switching to Pidgey might actually be bad if he keeps sanding, because if he kills the Pidgeotto, then there are some difficulties with experience, I believe. Doesn't have to worry about it.
Gets the quick attack, luckily.
And now he can just Poison Sting. So Poison Sting and other moves that have secondary effects normally give shake animations, which are just faster than flash animations, which are what moves like Mega Punch, Horn Attack will give you. I believe the difference is about half a second. Also, SuperPlayer not opting to do a Moon Manip, it looks like.
Doesn't look like.
So this is...
Some old school Pokemon Red being played right here.
Yeah. Or maybe he's going for post-last.
Yeah, some people...
Yeah.
Wait, he's fighting...
Yeah, so this is actually a completely different strat. He's going to be fighting this trainer, and then, I believe, picking up the items, and then fighting the last.
Interesting.
It's a similar sort of safety as the last strats on Route 3. Obviously a bit slower, and different than different manips.
Oh, these are classic strats.
Oh, classic strats.
There's some classic runners in the chat. Alright, Rick clearing his Super Nerd. Pick up the Helix Fossil and make his way to Cerulean.
Well, he needs to get Paris first.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Alright, he's going to do the post-nerd manip here.
Yep. Another manip, it's pretty fast, pretty simple.
Make sure he does the pallet. Awesome.
And hopefully he gets the yellow ball and is on his way.
So this section for Abdalain, he's just clearing these trainers in the bridge, hoping to hit his Mega Punches. You want to keep your Mega Punch count pretty high, or as high as you can, to make sure you don't have to, or to make sure you have some left over for a couple fights later on.
So it looks like Rick is going for Paris again.
Okay. And here's the Mount Moon Lass that Super is fighting.
Right, Alps to just leave, so it looks like he'll be going for Oddish later. Or does he have a Spearow? Yeah, he has a Spearow, so he's just going to be going for Ducks.
Duck strats.
We get a Ducks.
First tournament Ducks. Is that on the bingo card?
We need to actually make a bingo card.
There is a bingo card in the Red Racing Discord.
Oh dang!
Bingo cards, guys.
How can you find the Red Racing Discord?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. I'd assume that it's linked on the Gen 1 through 3 Discord that you can find on speedrun.com.
Alright, Rick taking center.
Sure. Let's see.
Abdalain just kind of chugging along.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw someone doing this manip last year. I forget who it was.
Oh, was it Syndikill?
Might have been. Yeah, he was doing like really old strats.
Yeah, Syndikill, who's I believe also racing in this tournament, is a practitioner of some older but still pretty good strats. We'll see if SuperPlayer goes for Ice Beam, actually.
So you get the so you start the manip there and you don't pick up Mega Punch, but you have the extra XP. So how do you proceed from here? Like what move are you using on bridge?
Horn Attack and then Thrash.
The whole way?
Yeah, you get Thrash early.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, it's similar. I don't know if anyone knows the yellow route, but you will basically get Thrash midway through bridge, I believe. Same as last strats, actually. Rick looks like he got through Pidgeotto relatively unscathed. SuperPlayer with some awkward movement, but everything works out.
Oh man, yeah, and he evolving to Nidoking before the Moonrocket fight.
Grogear, the answer to that question is because Dreekian is in the 3000s, so everyone else needs to go back a little bit to make up for it.
So of all the runners, SuperPlayer might be the only one that's not going to die to Moonrocket.
Yeah, so SuperPlayer, you can see, gets a pretty safe fight, even without Mega Punch. Horn Attack is pretty strong, and Zubat and Rat aren't strong enough to really deal with Nidoking well.
Yeah, and just credit too for good measure. Abdalain gets his bridge. Looks like a mid 35 bridge. As Rick clears rival and heads into the first bridge fight. It's actually not super distant between Super and Rick now. Couple minutes, but a lot of things that can happen that can cost you a couple minutes in this game.
Oh yeah.
Alright. These fights here should be a lot easier for Super with his advanced Nidoking. Abdalain having a pretty stress-free bridge and Mystic Split here, it looks like.
Yeah, haven't seen him miss many Mega Punches or anything like that. Yeah. Normally the biggest issue here is missing Mega Punch, which leads to bad things. I believe he got wrapped earlier, but other than that, I can't remember much misfortune.
He's pretty healthy too. So at a certain point, sometimes you'd want to go for low health here to try to get red bar. But at a certain point, you just want your health to stay high enough to minimize the amount of healing that you have to do before Misty. If you run out of Mega Punches or if you have to heal too much, it might just become worth it to take the center before you
Yeah.
head into the Misty fight.
Actually, for Abdalain, I know he had a low potion count. He might be centering either way. You normally want to keep more than 1 or 2 potions just for some later, much later
Right. You
health
could need a
stuff.
potion for either Agatha or Lance.
It's not
Super.
exactly necessary, but with a lead like this, I think he can very much afford to center.
Yep,
Granted, I don't know if he's watching anyone else.
my hope in Super's run is restored as he's blessed by a Clefairy before he heads to his last try for a Paris.
So SuperPlayer actually doing the old Paris backup that doesn't YOLO ball. That is a correct buffer, by the way. It's a hop 1. It's very cool to see.
That's some old tech, but a lot of these older manips are pretty easy to learn if you're just getting into the game.
Yep. Yeah, as you can see, he doesn't even attempt a YOLO ball. So Primal Pizza, this is the strat from before the obsoleted already other Paris backup.
The Paris is a very hard or low catch rate.
Rick actually mega punching on 1 health, which if that misses, it might just be over. Also mega punching Nidoran female, which is not correct. You actually don't kill without a crit there.
Usually you're horn attacking the Nidorans there. So
Yep. So we'll see what he does on Mankey. Mankey can actually kill him with a karate chop.
let's see, Abdalain saving Bill, which is new tech apparently compared to what we saw last night in the race.
We won't call out the person who didn't talk to Bill, but he's in chat.
All right, he talks to Bill, so he'll pick up the SS ticket and head down to. He'll do a little menu here and dig out of Bill's house into Cerulean City. As he digs back to Cerulean City, he'll get to high five SuperPlayer on his way up.
All right, so yeah, Abdalain does up for center.
Okay. Rick at a very low health, heading up bridge, hits the Mega Punch on Ekans, and misses on Zubat.
That's
you hate
scary.
To see that. That is super spooky. Gotta hit this Mega Punch.
Okay. He might want to heal just because I believe Nidoran in 2 fights can still kill him if he misses a Mega Punch.
SuperPlayer horn attacking the Pidgeotto. Looks pretty drama free. Now, is he actually a level up during this fight?
Sorry, come again?
SuperPlayer, is he a level up during this fight compared to where you?
I think so, yes.
Alright, Abdalain thrashing the Drowsy gets the first range. Or the second range. He already hit the other one. I'll pick up Dig and then move into Misty's gym. So Misty is a super exciting fight in this game. Very high death rate.
By exciting, you mean terrifying.
Yeah, very smart to save before Misty during a race. There's a whole lot of things that can go wrong during this fight, but mainly you want to stay away from Bubble Beam crits, Bubble Beam speed falls. X defense can be spooky. First, you beat up the fish.
This fish can be really scary. There's about a 1 in 12 chance, I believe, that you get confused and hit yourself and it becomes annoying. Luckily avoids that.
War tab in chat.
War tab. All right, Abdalain saving for Misty. Basically, the strat for Misty is Thrash and Prey.
Yep.
Um,
Not much else you can do here.
Yep. So if you get X defend, then you might not 3-shot, and then you can confuse yourself. Thrash is 3 to 4 turns, and you get confused after using it. You can also just get Bubble Beam crit or Bubble Beam speedfall, and that also becomes very scary. Rick is bad as games, dying to Machop here.
No, he missed the Mega Punch. He's unsure how to proceed from here. He's got to wipe his team and
yeah, I believe he can wipe. Yeah, I believe he can wipe and still be relatively fine within the race.
Yeah, as long as he can, yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, just needs to find some things to make up money with.
Yeah, his money will be a little messed up, but he can make up the XP, or he will make up the XP and then some.
Yep, Abdalain threw Misty, by the way. I didn't see what happened in his fight or what his HP is, but that's a good thing.
No, did he reset? Okay, no, he just died. I thought his screen flashed for a second. I thought he reset. Like, no, you're fine.
So Rick is bad as games, having to take a little bit of a walk of shame back to the hiker fight. Do you know if the extra experience matters? I don't believe it does. He will have like a couple extra pokes because he killed 2 Geodudes.
I'm not sure. We'll see on the last fight if he hits if he learns Thrash for the Oddish.
Abdalain, meanwhile, making his merry way down to Vermilion City, where he will go to the SS Anne and pick up Cut.
Abdalain probably feeling pretty good at this point. Making it through Misty is a great feeling. Oh, we have an encounter. Is it a Mankey? It's a bird. Nope. Boo.
So actually, if he catches this bird, it will not help him whatsoever, but it would be funny.
Yeah, rip bingo. I had that as a perfect slot on my card. Get a Mankey encounter. All right, Rick hits the Mega Punch on round 2 against Machop. Getting Hideki'd in Gen 1. Hate to see it.
Hideki fight in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which has an unreasonably large percentage chance of killing you for a random fight in a gym.
Yes, Hideki is awful. Hideki is the Gen 6 Misty.
So, how far behind Rick is SuperPlayer at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. Not awfully distant. Abdalain's very healthy heading into Boat. With the lead that he has, I don't even know if you want to go for Flybar.
Oh, you definitely don't.
Yeah, you probably want to keep it safe. In a normal race, or in a normal run, or in a very close race, runners would use certain strategies to get their health into red bar after surge, so that they have red bar through the fly split. But with the lead that Abdalain has, it's worth it for him to just play it safe.
Actually, I don't know if we've talked about red bar so far. So red bar just basically makes you faster. You skip jingles, you skip cries, and it saves like a few seconds per Pokemon. So obviously you want it as long as like you're safe with it. With Flybar there is some risk, but you save around a minute on the split, which is extremely good, except for the fact that he doesn't need it.
So this fight with high health is pretty safe. If you're going for certain HP strats, it can get a little risky, or if you went into this fight with red bar, there's a solid chance for things to go wrong. But he's
Abdalain getting a nice gust.
Yep, you don't want to see... Again, you're at risk of sand attack here.
Yep. Fortunately, unlike Bridge, you normally only have one opportunity to get sanded. so it makes it a lot less annoying.
Super fighting the top hiker. So he'll be picking up the elixir that hides behind him. And he's thrashing, that's right. How does Thrash fare against Geodude? Not amazingly
Yeah,
well.
it's pretty bad, but it is necessary for the
Does get
route.
the job done.
Yeah, because this route doesn't
Really
manip Water Gun, you basically don't have other options. Wait.
Rick is bad at games. Walks back through the house to get to the gym. Swag.
New speed strats?
As Abdalain is clearing text boxes to pick up Cut from the captain there and make his way off the boat. And watch a nice little cutscene of the boat sailing away peacefully into the sun.
What? Not going for Gentleman at like 40 HP? I don't believe this. Gentleman Candy is a strat that you can do at low HP that will basically make the entire fly split safer. It guarantees some ranges.
Alright, let's see. SuperPlayer thrashing away at these Pokemon here. Fight the junior trainer up here, or is this a cool trainer?
I believe it's a junior trainer. For the exact same reason as thrashing the Geodude, he really doesn't want to go into that hiker fight.
Yeah, another piles of Geodudes thrash there. It's probably bad. A nice soft Rattata to slam your Nidoking into. Yeah, let's see Abdalain shopping here. This is the first reveal of sort of strategies we'll see later on.
Oh, 6 repel route.
6 repel and 3 paras. Yep, I think he's doing 6 repel with a double max ether. So.
Yes. So there are a few different routes that kind of diverge here with what they buy. I think most players do 3 repels and they just buy an extra super later. But this route is just as valid.
Thatch is really great for this split, actually. It's a shame you get it so late. It'd make this split so much easier.
Honestly.
Mega Punch is an awful move.
I mean, yeah, there's a reason that there are a few routes that, for safety, will just get Thrash much earlier.
SuperPlayer skips the last elixir. Abdalain's saving and going for his Surge can manip. Looks like he's doing 58 cans.
I believe so. So there are 3 different, 4 technically different cans manips that people use. One of them is this one that he did, which you just kind of walk in, it looks like. You press A couple times, and it's 58 out of 60. Another one, you do the same thing without A presses, and it's 57 out of 60. There's one where you save a little bit closer to the gym and do a back out, and you can use a pallet, which is very helpful for Rock Tunnel. I don't know what Rick is doing.
I think he's doing the Oddish.
Oh, he's Oddish back up.
Does it work if you...
I don't know.
Save and... I've never had to do this one.
And then the last cans manip, real quick, is 60 cans, quote-unquote. It's really 3,596 out of 3,600, but we don't talk about that. It's a little bit slower because it includes a start flash and an extra A press, but it is very close to guaranteed.
So Abdalain did, he hit the Voltorb range and got the 4-turn Thrash, so he has a drama-free Surge. He didn't take any damage there, though. He still had very healthy Nidoking heading into the fly split.
Honestly, this is a very solid time considering the 28 moon.
Yeah, for real. It's actually, he's been cruising since then. He'll lose some time here to your average run because he's not going for red bar, but still cruising.
Honestly, a lot of the time going for red bar hurts more than it helps, considering like Oddish Girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess if you're healthy enough heading into Oddish Girl, you don't have to save, right? So.
Yeah. Rick getting his Oddish, by the way.
Oh, we did get it?
Yeah.
Nice. Very rare to see the Oddish Manip.
Unfortunately, that means no ducks.
Oh, unfortunately.
That makes me sad.
I never saw him did he do the Great Ball Manip?
Pokeball.
Oh, okay. I've never seen the Pokeball Manip. I've only seen people do the Great Ball one in extremely desperate times.
Also, Shifty's Club, that's just part of being the Pot 1 runner, you know? Like, generally, you are the more experienced player of the game. And one of those big things that you can really see here is that, like, hitting your manips makes a huge difference, for example, and just greater experience helps with that.
Yeah, and especially Abdalain's been running races pretty, like, feels like every day since the tournament was announced.
I believe he was the first person to finish his qualifier races, actually.
Yeah, he's very well practiced at this point. He's very aware of backups that can happen. His improvisation ability, if anything were to happen during the run, is probably much higher than the other runners.
Yep. Also, Barp, that is correct, I believe.
Yeah, clean Misty sweep. Wait, is Super fought Misty?
I don't believe so. So let's hold our horses on that one.
Okay. I don't know if he did it out of order. It's Rick getting to the boat now.
Wait, actually, yeah, it seems like he did. Like 26. 26 seems pretty high for going into Misty.
Yeah, but he was already high, right?
True.
It does look like he's moving forward. Alright, yeah, you must have.
Yeah, honestly, good stuff to SuperPlayer, like taking that Brock death extremely early. And he just brought it back to being, you know, relatively solid.
So he's actually only, what, two and a half fights plus some movement behind Rick at this point?
Yeah. Primal Pizza, there was a Moon Rocket death. That was Abdalain. And Rick reset actually on Nerd because he forgot to evolve Nido.
Abdalain thrashing away here. This Venonat is a range, but it's a pretty favorable one. He does hit it. Gives guy
trying to bike into that man.
Yeah.
You know, people in this game are like made of steel. They just don't budge even if you bike straight into them.
No, they're immovable.
Probably really good. You wouldn't want to be the person who like assaults people with the bike when you're just trying to raise Pokemon. Anyways, Rick about to start his boat rival fight.
No, he's finishing it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, clean fight.
You love to see that. Yep. Left captain.
That is new tech. Never before seen.
Normally, you want to speak to him from the bottom because it saves a bonk, which is about 2 frames. Plus, however much you miss for execution. Because you can buffer bonks, but I know a lot of people don't.
Abdalain either was stalling on the slowpoke there or misinputted. I didn't catch what he did.
He might be going for red bar, which would be an extremely poor life choice at this moment.
Yeah, probably not what you want to do. So according to the rules of the tournament, if you win this race, you move on to the next round and start fresh. And some of the fastest
he's going for it.
Runs. Oh God!
Oh no! Oh no! No!
That's hard to see. So Abdalain did go for a stall. He caught confusion.
He's starting back in Surge and he's still ahead.
And then he hit himself in confusion and died. Yeah, at that point you have to reset, or you either have to wipe or reset. There is if he had tried to stall on Cubone instead, there's like an endless death loop where the
Also
Cubone won't hit
messes
your
up the
bird.
manip. Oh, he's basically tied with Rick at this point.
Oh my god. See,
Oh,
anything can happen. It's welcome to Pokemon Red. Anything can happen.
oh man, that's really, really rough.
Suddenly we have a race. Alright. Looks like he got the manip this second time here. Yep. Very rough punish. He's gonna have to redo Surge and that whole section leading into the cave again.
So now he's, what, maybe a minute ahead, if that?
Maybe.
Rick doing
Rich,
pallet cans?
yep, he's just gonna save and do his manip and head into the fight. Depending on how this fight goes. So Abdalain Bubble Beams Voltorb and will thrash the Pikachu. Doesn't take any damage from the Voltorb. Also 1 repel short now. Well, no, he resets, so he'll be fine. SuperPlayer makes it through Boat Rival. We'll pick up another side captain. Amazing. So he's only about maybe a couple minutes behind Rick at this point. Rick just separated from Abdalain by the Surge fight.
I'm definitely going to be keeping track of the surge times at this point. Yeah, this got super close, super fast.
Very healthy Nidoking for Rick. SuperPlayer doing Gentlemandy.
Yujito, I believe it is faster, but you don't have to worry about the money considerations, and I guess Alex just didn't want to think about which one was more worth.
Nice to see a Gentlemandy in our first run here.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Gentleman is, like I said, it just guarantees your ranges later on. Alex struggling a little bit with menus.
Yeah, he just gotta relax. Remember, his pace should be able to carry him through the rest of the game safely, as long as he plays safe. There's really no need for him to do anything risky.
Yep. Also, one of the good things for Abdalain is that Rick does not have high or does not have red bar. Rick also not knowing that he can dig out of the fan club, it seems. And he walks back. I am very confused.
He's going to the center? No, don't go to the center. That would be bad. Wait, what's he doing? He's in the wrong building.
I'm so confused. I guess he's just looking for a building to dig out of. But he could have dug out of Diglett Cave.
He could have dug out of any of these buildings, right?
Maybe not any of them, but... Oh, did he forget the...
Okay, yeah.
Oh no! Alright, Abdalain getting another 30 seconds through pure kindness of the world. Missing Mega Punches, though.
So, of course, part of the sequencing and pathing in this game for this route is once you clear Surge, you go pick up your bike voucher from the fan club, and you'll dig out of the fan club room back to Cerulean City. It would have been really bad if he had went into the Vermilion Center, because that would or if he took the center, he would reset his dig point. So we would have to walk back up here, but he'll pick up the bike and move forward.
Interesting menuing note that might matter later. SuperPlayer still has a Pokeball. Normally you want to get rid of that because of inventory space. I don't believe the route makes a difference in this case.
No, it shouldn't. So I think it'll be like when he goes to pick up the super key, he'll have a full interview, or secret key, he'll have a full inventory.
Yep, another pallet cans, by the way. Yeah, it shouldn't matter. It just makes you do one extra menu. Generally speaking, that's why you only buy 3 or 4 Pokeballs, so you can get rid of them quickly in Mount Moon. Well, you buy 3 in PB attempts because if you miss them in IP, you normally just reset. So, you know. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm wondering, Grogear. Alright, hopefully Abdalain learned.
Yeah.
Please, Abdalain, please have learned.
No.
He's trying to para-heal.
You just gotta chill. And make it through.
Okay, Gym Freak saying on pre-manip route you have balls routed into the menus. Okay, that makes sense then. Thank you for the information.
So if this is pre-manip route, is this pre, like, Pokédoll? Like, you will be doing a Pokédoll, right?
Yeah. Pokédoll is, like, been in the route for, like, ever.
Alright, Rick. Hang the bug catcher before Rock Tunnel. SuperPlayer clearing Surge.
I didn't see. Abdalain didn't go for red bar setup, right?
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, while not actively rooting for him, I do want to actively root against him dying twice to setting up Flybar. That's just extremely unfortunate.
We want to see runners making it through.
Yeah. It doesn't have to save for Oddish Girl, which is very nice. SuperPlayer getting the 5-year spiel from this fan club chairman.
So this fight, in normal circumstances, can be pretty annoying. You're at risk of getting put to sleep or paralyzed by the Oddish.
That's about best case scenario, honestly.
Yep.
I guess he Thunderbolted turn 1 because he didn't want to deal with any, like, sleep powder shenanigans.
Rick and SuperPlayer both using the cheater palette so that they can see the trainers in Rock Tunnel. Let's see that. Slot 2 swap to bike.
So cheater palette just makes it a little bit easier to see things, whereas you can see Abdalain is in the dark. Normally, if you have a lot of experience playing the game, it isn't too much of an issue, but, you know, with the nerves of races and stuff like that, it might be just easier for some people.
Yeah. Some of the movement in Rock Tunnel can be a little tricky. There's at least one section that's a little tricky if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't practice it a lot. Abdalain heading into relatively safe portion of the game here.
Yep, knocking on wood here, but unless he gets extremely unfortunate, he should be able to pretty much cruise to at least Lavender Tower. There's always a chance of, like, a Gen 1 miss on that fight or something, which can get really hairy really fast.
Super opting to go for the... Or did he go for a 4-turn Thrash?
Yes. So because this route doesn't have Mega Punch, it just goes for Thrash, because I don't believe Horn Attack kills.
Right. But he YOLOs the Thrash through Confusion and hits it, so that's good.
So fun fact, there's some documents for, like, strats and stuff, and, like, winning percentages, and that fight's just 75%, because the idea is just you Thrash and then go for the 1 and 2. It's, we didn't have the greatest strats a few years ago.
You don't say. And he'll continue thrashing through this split. Let's see, Rick heading into one of the last trainers in Rock Tunnel. And Abdalain will fight the Gambler here and then make his way to the shopping section.
So this Gambler can be a little bit scary if you're at lower HP. There's about a 90% range on the Growlithe, and if you miss it, he can bite you or he can Ember. And if he burns you, it also gets very annoying. Generally speaking, though, it's a fine fight.
Yeah, as
where
long
the
as
only
you
thing you have to
if
worry
you
about is quick attack from Vulpix.
yeah, as long as you survive the burn, you'll be fine. You can buy a burn heal from the vendor in Celadon while you're doing your shopping. But if you're at low HP, the burn can be very spooky.
Alright, Abdalain not hitting that optional. It's a very good thing. So the trainer right there on the turn has 5 Pokemon, and she's just an extremely slow, awful fight.
Abdalain doing side elixir. And bottom nugget. Oh.
These bike turn frames.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, gets that one. I would never go for those turn frames. Absolutely not. Different movement strategies that you can do in that room there to pick up the hidden items. Some people
It's actually a little bit faster. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's perfect to do the top elixir, and then bottom nugget and move forward. But
Yeah, in all actuality, like it saves a few steps of movement, but it's pretty difficult, and if you miss your movement anyways, it just doesn't save time.
Abdalain's selling on the second menu here.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
7 repel route or 7 supers.
3 repels. Very interesting choice. I hope that that is routed in and isn't going to cost him some selling time.
Yeah, well, with the 2 nuggets, I think you'll usually end up with enough for that. Depends, yeah, like you said, on how he purchases his X items.
So on this route, I believe you also want about 12-6-3, right? 12 X-Acts, 6 X specials, and 3 X speeds. And that's just to have a couple extras for later fights.
Just top girl.
Looks like his money should be fine. Rick also going for bottom elixir. Alright, gets it relatively quickly.
12, 6. He doesn't have the money for his X speeds. Yeah,
so he has to sell revive.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but that should be enough for X speeds.
Yeah, he's back on track there. Yeah, I forgot. You do end up with a little over 1,000 extra money at the end of your buying with the 2 nuggets and 2 revives, but. Alright, so he's gonna bike over to the house and pick up Fly, and then head over to Lavender City. We'll check out his Fly menu, see what strategy he decides to do. So from here, there's 2 strategies you can go, either early drill or late drill. The normal sort of route is late drill, where you teach Horn Drill at the end of the tower. You can also teach it right here and have Horn Drill available to you for your Lavender Tower fight, or Lavender Rival fight.
Basically, the only difference is just setting up red bar.
This is up a little bit on the menu there. He tried to do a slot 1 swap, but fixed it. Taking the time to fix the menu rather than continue on with a bad menu. Save time later.
Yes, Huangbro is in this tournament. He's playing round 1, actually. So we basically, for this tournament, gave people the option of doing qualifiers for their seeding, and he opted out of them, so he will be playing round 1. I don't know exactly what day, but it will be an exciting race. I believe he is against Etienne, who's a really good French runner.
Did he actually do no 155? Yeah, that is his time plus.
Yeah.
10. Okay. So I thought I remember him seeing Huangbro do a qualifier, but
I think he just did a race for warm-up. Everyone going for bottom elixir.
Rick buying 8 X specials and 1 X speed.
Huh?
Wait, he buys an additional X special. So he bought 9 X specs and 1 X speed.
Yeah, action. He got confused going for red bar and reset to surge.
Oh, Abdalain is going early drill. So he'll be drilling through this fight.
Also, mostly through execution, it looks like Alex is Abdalain, by the way. I can call him that. Yeah, I'm tight with top players. But Alex has opened up a lead, it seems. It's just better execution at work.
So coming up, Abdalain will be fighting one of these channelers that has a ghastly, or a couple of ghastlies where you have to hit a rock slide, which has a chance to miss.
I believe it's 90%, but it feels more like 30% sometimes.
Yeah,
That's just how Pokemon
it's
goes.
basically a coin flip.
You either hit it or you don't. Yeah, this is some interesting purchases. Let's hope they work out.
Oh, let's see. Are we gonna get an ice beam?
Rick having a little bit of a struggle with his menuing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. He does teach fly though. Did he teach rock slide?
I believe so. Alright, he's on his way to Lavender.
Let's see, 4 X specs for super.
Yep, 4 and 5.
4 and 1. Okay, he messed up. He fixes it and buys 5. Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
Alright, Abdalain making the mistake of not swagging that elixir.
It does look like Abdalain made it through the channeler fight.
Yep, and with that pad, everything becomes a lot safer because you don't have to worry about low HP. And more importantly, you don't have to worry about keeping red bar, which means that everything is just more consistent, whereas, you know, if you did...
Skip it.
Oh yeah, there is a heal pad skip. Don't do it. It's not good. It saves a marginal amount of time for a ton of extra danger.
It's pretty swag, though.
It is very swag. Don't do it.
Right. So with Rick slowing down a bit on that menu, SuperPlayer is actually way closer than he was before. He accidentally just swapped his Super Repels, but I'm not sure if he used the Super Repel or not. Looks like he just swapped them up. But he'll teach.
Poppy, I believe the solution to that is not dissing runners.
Okay, there's his Super Repel. He swaps to Exact and then teaches Fly. He didn't teach Drill. So
Abdalain with a little bit of a scare there, getting confused by the last Ghastly, but not too big of a deal. And we'll see him swapping Super Repels up in his menu. That's just to make them more accessible for later, because you're going to be using them a lot.
Abdalain doing his ghost menu here. You do an item swap and then use the Poké Doll. And keep moving forward. 3 fights between him and his Poké Flute.
Rick onto... This fight's not that scary if you're not in death range. So Ghastly, if you miss, it can Nightshade you, which does 23, which is its level. It can also confuse you, it can also lick you, which paralyzes you. Basically, there are no good options if you miss Rock Slide, but he avoids them.
Let's see, Super going through
the rival fight. So actually, yeah, they're one fight apart.
Rick going up the high road.
Yeah, it's... There. I believe it's a couple steps slower.
I used to do that.
Yeah, but it's not that big of a difference that it's, like, egregious, you know?
Did he pick up the elixir?
I think so.
Hope so.
Abdalain, meanwhile, going through these 3 rocket fights at the top of the tower. It's just very consistent unless you miss ranges. And also the rockets do the same thing as, you know, your lab rival. They just like kind of slowly walk out. It's very hard to watch.
Yeah,
But you do want to be seen by them because otherwise they walk around you and it's very slow.
Yeah, for this section only being 3 fights with relatively low Pokemon counts, it's agonizingly slow. Or feels like it takes forever.
Alright, SuperPlayer at exact death HP for Nightshade. So hopefully he just hits his rock slides.
Just hit the rock slide, it's fine. He's got it right.
Okay,
Yeah, he's fine.
go.
So only fight between Super and Rick at this point. Or is it 2? It is 2 fights, okay.
Yeah.
Still close.
Although, I mean, technically there's only like 2 fights between Rick and Abdalain, but obviously some fights are slower than others.
Yeah, and he's got the ghost and all the rocket walking. Right, he'll teach Horn Drill at this point, and into the rocket. SuperPlayer takes his heal pad.
Abdalain missing T-Bolt range on Raticate. So one difference between early drill and late drill actually is on early drill you would just thrash that, but since you don't have thrash because he taught rock slide and horn drill, it's gonna be a range to kill the Raticate, and he missed it.
All right, so Abdalain is gonna pick up his Poke Flute and begin the flute to end section. So this section of the game, we'll go through Silphco first, and we'll talk a little bit about that, but then move forward. A lot of execution-heavy performance coming up.
Yep, this is the execution-heavy portion of the run, or at least the non-manip execution-heavy portion of the run.
Most of your time, there isn't much RNG here to save you anymore. It's all about how well you're performing through your menus, your buffers, and it's mostly on you to make up time here.
And before any wise guys in the chat chime in, no one is going for Silphbar here.
Yeah, it would be a very shocking thing. But if Rick pulled out Silphbar to try to get ahead of Abdalain, that'd be amazing.
It'd be pretty hype, but it wouldn't be a good idea.
It'd be pog. Let's see what Super does here. He doesn't do an item swap during this menu. He just goes right to the Pokédoll.
I guess it should be said that a lot of fights in the game are there are options to be slightly riskier. For example, the upcoming Silph rival fight as well as Elite Four fights. It's just a high risk, high reward sort of deal. Pokédoll isn't a glitch because we say so, and also because Abdalain failing but getting it the second try to swag the elixir. If you turn within 2 frames of pressing A there, you will turn and still pick up the item.
Is it really worth?
No, but it's so worth.
That seems so suboptimal. Right. He picks up Tree Elixir. Get your bingo cards out.
Swag Tree Elixir. But yeah, no, Pokédoll is not a glitch because it is working for its intended purpose. And also, at least in the yellow documentation, they say that it is intended. Whether that is covering their own behinds or actually intended, we will never know, probably, but...
They did know about it, so...
Yeah. Alright, Abdalain getting paralyzed, but being able to kill Arbok turn 2? Or turn 3, I guess. So on early drill, you will always horn drill that Arbok. So if you're glared, you'll be too slow, so you need to heal it off there. Also, I guess we should talk about horn drill. Horn drill is an extremely good move.
Yep, it's pretty much the backbone of this whole route from here on. Is abusing the fact that you can use an X-Act to get 100% accuracy and then hit every horn drill that you use and one-shot any Pokemon that you need to for the rest of the game.
It should be noted that you have to be faster to Horn Drill, which is why he has to, well, like I said, which is why he had to Paralyze Heal there. It's also why you can't Horn Drill Pokemon that, for example, use Agility later on. But generally speaking, Nidoking has a good enough speed stat that it'll be fine.
Also, why you set up an X speed during this fight here.
Yep.
So let's check out this menu. He'll buffer down to the X accuracy. He should be holding down at this point. His item, or he does miss the fast scroll. He swaps potion X special and gets his X speed in. There is another additional ways to do this fight where if you're YOLO scrolling down to your X speed, you might hit your X special and then you can proceed from there. And maybe set up for Sylph Bar, but I don't think anyone's setting up for Sylph Bar here.
Alright, SuperPlayer finishing his Flute Slit, so we're all in quote-unquote the end game. It's debatable whether after this split or after Koga is the end game, but...
So there's still a little bit of risk here in Abdalain he'll want to take a little bit more damage before he faces Koga to make sure that he dies from the Wheezing Self-Destruct. We'll see him probably set up his Max Ether on either the Cubone or the Drowsy in the next Rocket fight. See what he decides to do.
I would like to point out that... Sorry, what?
No, go for it.
No, I'd like to point out that everyone is within about 4 minutes of each other, which seems like a lot of time, but then you realize that Abdalain just gave away like 7 a few minutes ago. Yeah. Like, this is very Abdalain favored, don't get me wrong, but anyone could win this race.
Yep, a healthy Agatha Troll, or a couple Lance deaths into a Champ death. A whole lot of things can cost you a minute here or there, so... Oh, Karate King, of course, we'll talk about him. We'll meet Karate King, of course.
We love Karate King.
So ideally on this fight, if you need to take damage, you'll set up an X-Ack on this Cubone and hope for a Bone Club. He doesn't get the Bone Club, so... Yeah, Bubble Beam the Drowsy and get a Confusion hit here.
Okay. Alright, so his health is perfectly fine. For reference, we're trying to die to Koga's Wheezing, and that does 79 to 94 damage. So, all the runners want to kind of manipulate their health lower than that. Otherwise, there are some HP backups, but those are pretty slow and you'd rather not do them. Also, no, we are not going to pretend that it's a bad thing that they die.
No. We're not going to do that here. We're over it.
Shifty, a lot of people like to chat during the race in VC. Honestly, it's a very good time. If you're in the Friends with Red Race Discord and there's a VC going on, you probably want to join. It's very fun.
Yeah, tons of memes flying around. Memes that can't be shared here, unfortunately.
One of these days we're going to have commentary beef from that Discord call.
That would be dark times and banned from Twitch times. Okay, so Rick is in the middle of the rival fight. He's drilling away. He'll finish up that fight. As SuperPlayer is actually just hitting into the rival fight, so now they are within the same fight of each other.
Yeah, this has gotten very close. I guess, with all respect to Rick, being a newer runner, he has been, I guess, searching a little bit more during menus and movement, and it has allowed SuperPlayer and Alex both to make up some time on him.
Yeah, I don't think SuperPlayer's menus are as optimized as like we'll see Abdalain's menus are, but he does look like he knows exactly what he's looking for when he gets in there. So.
Alright, did you see Rick's HP out of this fight, by the way?
I did not.
Alright. SuperPlayer is gonna have to take some good damage here.
Right.
Abdalain almost going to the wrong floor.
Hate to see the walk of shame.
Yeah. So, for reference, a lot of people will YOLO scroll it. They just, like, hold down and press A, time pressing A. And if you miss it, on floor 9, it's about 2 seconds, and on floor 11, it's about 3 seconds to go back to floor 10, and here you want to pick up Rare Candy and TM26, which contains Earthquake, which is also going to be a very important move.
Yeah, Rick's at 92 health, so he's gonna want to. Yep, he uses an elixir during this fight. I think he'd normally want to use the max ether during this fight, but that's fine.
Poison gas is unfortunate.
Yeah, no damage there. You could technically still stall the Marowak too, but probably don't want to try that.
Yeah. The nice thing is that between Nido, Reno, Rhyhorn sometimes, and Hypno, there are opportunities to get hit.
Yeah.
So normally you don't want to stall.
So Abdalain will wake up the Snorlax here, immediately run and head to the bike path. We'll see him pick up a couple of hidden items here.
He's super repelled, right?
I believe so.
Right. So if you don't super repel there, you run the risk of getting an encounter. It's
no,
one of the safer ones to forget.
He's on 6 repel, so he's on he would just use the regular repel here.
Oh, true. So we'll find out right now.
No PP up from Abdalain?
Guess not.
Right,
which makes sense. Double max ether will just restore horn drills later.
It's super clear the rocket fight and heading into Giovanni.
Chat, I implore you not to become Linguini. Please. Yeah, please. I want to keep commentating. Don't get us banned.
Abdalain doing his earthquake menu. Didn't look like it was as smooth as it could have been.
Yeah, almost accidentally saved, which wouldn't be the worst thing, but also is very unnecessary. Rick finishing up his Giovanni fight, meanwhile.
Yep.
Looks like SuperPlayer is about a fight behind still.
Yep, just a couple pokes. So, got a nice Safari Zone movement section here. Nothing too exciting will be happening here for Abdalain until he gets to the Hypno before Koga. From this point in the run, really one of the only things you're hoping to not see is a Gen 1 miss. Verita, if you want to explain what a Gen 1 miss is and why it's terrible.
Yeah, so Gen 1 is programmed very well for what it is, but also very shoddily for today's standards. And one of those things about Gen 1 that is very quirky, so to speak, is the fact that 100% accuracy moves actually have a 1 in 256 chance of missing. So a Gen 1 miss is just that 1 in 256. So Abdalain making his way through Safari. Safari isn't extremely difficult movement, but you can get really punished if you mess up a little bit. Luckily, it doesn't happen to him. And he's going to pick up Surf and dig out and go back to Fuchsia. Rick finding Pokeflute. SuperPlayer about to do the same menu. This is getting really close between the two.
Alright, where are we at? So they're both at Snorlax menu here. Rick just waking up the Snorlax now.
Alright, Abdalain about to go into Koga's gym. Fun fact, biking to Koga's gym saves 8 frames, I believe.
Yeah, as long as you execute the menu cleanly.
Yeah, very insignificant, but also very nice. Rick having trouble finding the candy. Oh, there it is.
So this fight will just be earthquaking these 4 pokes down and then heading to the Hypno. Which at this point he doesn't want to take any damage from this Hypno. I'll be hoping for their headbutt or poison gas. SuperPlayer doing PP up. Alright, and Rick heading into his earthquake menu. He uses repel. Looks a little lost on his slots here. Alright, swaps for X back. Now go down to Team 26 to teach Earthquake. He didn't teach Earthquake. Wait, where's he going? So that's the entrance. Right? Or wait, he's going a weird path. I don't know where he's going. Normally you'd go up the left side. There's a much shorter route. He decided to go up and around the building. I got lost. I didn't know where he was for a second there.
Alright, Abdalain not having any problems with Juggler, it looks like.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, so he's definitely at the right health here to die to self-destruct. The only thing that could really happen here is he might lose a turn to an X item from Koga.
Yeah, so Koga can use X attacks and he has 2. And when that happens, it just kind of wastes time. He can also Gen 1 miss, but we're hoping that doesn't happen.
Alright.
Gen 1 miss here is a little bit disastrous. Because you really want the red bar for the next section. It's relatively safe, and not having it means that you just miss out on probably minutes.
Rick, a little bit of messy movement in the Safari zone, but
SuperPlayer getting an encounter.
how'd that happen?
Father and son reunion, except that you don't send out Pokemon here.
He just forgot to use his super repel after his repel ran out.
Yep.
Abdalain dies, as he should, to Koga. So interesting thing about Gen 1 is that you can actually use a rare candy to revive your dead Pokemon.
I believe that's in every gen.
Is it?
I think
thought
so,
it was
yeah.
just like a weird Gen 1 quirk. But
It's really silly regardless. But I guess it's just like, add 3 HP. Abdalain, where are you going?
But he's biking to strength without using his rare candies first. His Nidoking's dead. He's definitely gonna want to make sure he does that. If he completely forgets right now, he should remember when he sees that menu, right? Every time he's flying or surfing, he'll see his dead Nidoking, and hopefully it'll remind him.
Yeah, he'll notice.
Yeah, because he's still gonna teach surf and use surf, so that's 2 opportunities to notice that he didn't. And when he's going through his items right here, he'll see his rare candies.
Okay. No!
He used it on Pidgey. No.
Okay, so he's gonna have to pick up an extra one in Cinnabar Mansion, but also no, dude.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, there is the opportunity. There are 2 rare candies. One of them you'll pick up anyway, and then there's an additional one that's only a couple steps out of the way.
Hopefully the extra experience he has here is gonna come in handy. That's a mistake that you don't normally see, since you normally will rare candy after the fight, where your cursor is on Nidoking.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it's not a major mistake, it's just an annoying 10-ish second time loss.
Yeah. You get to explain to everyone on the Hall of Fame screen why your Pidgey was level 4.
I mean, most extended Pidgeys are level 4, I think, or at least a few are. Yeah,
No.
there's some 4s, some 5s.
Right, Mr. Extended Doer.
I just watch other people do extended, okay?
You think for all the times I sat watching Red Runs, I would have noticed that, but
To be fair, the level of your Pidgey normally doesn't come into play whatsoever.
Probably not.
Alright, both SuperPlayer and Rick actually at pretty bad HPs.
Yeah, SuperPlayer is stalling properly. Gets a disable fail. Rick got poison gas, so he
I believe he also tried to stall, but
SuperPlayer still stalling, hoping for a confusion.
oh, that's just very unfortunate.
It's got one more chance. All right,
There
there's
it
the
is.
confusion. There it is. There's the damage you need.
He can technically still survive a low roll, but it's not that bad of a...
If it was a low roll, you'd still be at
Yeah, he'd still be
HP,
at fine
right?
HP.
Yeah. So you can, if you survive the range from this, you can still be at a good HP to hold your red bar all the way through when you need it. If you're, for some reason, a little bit too healthy, there are strats for stalling for more damage later on. But the whole idea is you want to keep red bar all the way through the Bruno fight in the Elite Four.
Yeah. Safiadra, I hope I pronounced that right. The race, Abdalain is in a pretty solid lead. Okay, cool. He picks up the rare candy, but SuperPlayer and Rick are very close to each other.
Yeah, normally that hidden rare candy that Abdalain just picked up is the one that we would skip.
Yeah. Don't use both. Okay.
Nice. Keeping count of things there. You want to save that rare candy for later on.
Yeah, so it looks like on the Koga split, Abdalain's about 4 minutes ahead.
His menus are a little messed up, which explains his cursor movement there. Looks like Rick just, he also not rare candying.
Is this just like the current tournament race meme?
Maybe. SuperPlayer picking up Toxic, so his item slots were a little off, unless that's just routed, or that's part of that route. But normally we keep track of our items in a certain way. We keep our inventory full by this point of the game, so that when you're as these gym leaders, as you defeat them, normally they would give you a TM, but if your inventory is full, it doesn't bother with the text of the gym leader explaining to you what the TM is.
The gym leader just tells you, you can't fit this in your bag. Alright, Abdalain getting an unfortunate sleep. So Blizzard's a 90% chance to hit, and Execute can't hurt you, but it can troll you with Hypnosis.
So, in Gen 1, Blizzard's actually a 70% chance to hit, isn't it?
No, it's 70 in later gens.
Okay.
Which is half the reason it's so good in this game, is because it's like much more consistent.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So I've been living on the idea that Blizzard is a 70% this whole time.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Kid Rocker, Rick has not candied. Did SuperPlayer candy? It looks like he did.
He's at level 43, which is proper.
Alright, so SuperPlayer, the best player here, just by candying.
Yep. Time save. Rick's Repel is going to run out here in a couple tiles too early before Blizzard. Because his swim path was a little off.
I didn't see, where did he go?
He was just like 2 tiles too far to the left.
So he went all the way out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna be a couple of steps he has to YOLO, but it's not one step.
Yeah, the biggest deal. But he's got so he'll probably should be using his last repel here. Oh, he's gonna toss para.
Yeah, he probably wanted to get rid of the repel. But
oh, it looked like he had 2 repels left. Yeah, he does.
Slightly confusing. Abdalain hopefully not missing a Blaine question. So this gym quizzes you, and it's always the same answers, so you don't have to worry about anything except for pressing the right buttons. But we've seen people in tournaments press the wrong button, and it's very unfortunate when that happens. If you miss the question, then you have to fight a trainer. There's also just one random trainer that you can just talk to, and he's not tied to a question. It's very strange. He's like the truest optional in the game.
That would be the weirdest optional to
Rick, where are you going?
It would be either that or the spinner here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a spinner, even though it has Vision 1. Or Vision 0, I guess, which means you have to talk to them.
Yeah. But now, SuperPlayer only
Rick
steps
finding
behind.
out he hasn't candied. So I think that actually puts SuperPlayer ahead of Rick.
Yeah, it does. He moves ahead. Candying at the right
Oh
time.
no, he can't escape.
Oh no.
Smog kills? That's possible?
Now he's remembering. Ah, yes. So, getting your Nidoking to a certain level at this point prevents these encounters from occurring. As long as you're repelled.
Yeah. Alright, so Abdalain on the Blaine fight, there's a funny little quirk on the Blaine fight where he's 25% chance to use Super Potion on any given turn, even though his Growlithe is at full health. That would have saved a little bit of time, because agility is very slow. Abdalain unfortunately doesn't get it. Rick getting another encounter?
Oh, because I don't.
Because he didn't repel.
Yeah. He still has 2 repels, so he's gonna have a full inventory again when he goes to pick up the key.
Oh man, that's very unfortunate.
Right?
I believe
well, I guess he would
correct.
have used a Blizzard TM, but yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got Blizzard out of the way.
Oh, he tossed. Wait, no, he tossed Paraheals.
Oh yeah.
Unless he went back and tossed repels too.
No, I don't think he tossed repels. I think he just tossed Paraheals.
So for this section, for Abdalain, this boss rush section where he fought Erica, Blaine, he'll go fight Sabrina here. Mostly you're just hoping you don't get a Gen 1 miss.
Yep. Also, thank you, Kid Rocker. He tossed repels as well.
Oh, that's not optimal.
SuperPlayer starting the Erica fight. Abdalain going into Sabrina. Sabrina's the fastest split in the game, generally. It's basically just an execution test and not missing Earthquake.
Just some movement, some text boxes, and your battle buffer, or your in-battle buffers. Rick streams back up. So he his Blizzard on the Beauty and moves on to Erica. SuperPlayer just clearing Erica now. He'll move on ahead into second place. Confirmed.
Alright, no shenanigans so far on Abdalain's screen.
Yeah, this is an extremely heartbreaking way to end.
Oh, Rick, no!
Oh wait, what happened there?
He accidentally used Drill on Victory Bell. Luckily he has revives.
Yeah, you should be okay here. He is gonna lose Red Bar though.
He also has an extra spot in his inventory because he used his last revive, it seems. It's extremely unfortunate either way. Victory Bell, please kill the Spearow. He also loses Red Bar. Yeah. Oh, please, the Wrap should kill, right? Okay.
Yeah, plenty.
Alright, Abdalain moving on to the funnest fight in the game, Karate King.
Yep. So Karate King has a... Wow, what's the odds here?
It's around 1 in 7.
1 in 7 chance to end your run. Depending on a karate chop crit or a low kick, because it's not worth it to try to heal here or revive for the fight, because you'll lose Red Bar for the rest of the run. So it's more optimal just save before the fight and hope that you make it through.
Unfortunately, that means that you can get death looped.
Yeah, you can get trolled. Hopefully we don't see that, though.
Yep. And Alex, checking the standings, is actually got a 4-minute cushion.
It's pretty safe. Yeah, he could die to this fight like 6 times and be okay.
Yeah, we hope he doesn't, of course, but...
I'm not hoping for it, but...
I mean, honestly, with this sort of lead, he could just skip the save and revive, because the Red Bar won't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
Granted, maybe not the best for practice. Okay.
Right. There's 1 karate chop crit.
So, fun fact, in last year's tournament, Abdalain actually got a turn 1 karate chop there, and it didn't crit, so he would have lived, and he reset. So glad to see that he waited for the crit this time. Generally, I think that loses about 40 seconds to die there, though. Which isn't the absolute worst, but is pretty... Rick has missed a question.
Oh no. What's
Alright,
this
focus
nerd
energy.
got? Super nerd.
Oh,
4
that's so
Pokemon.
bad.
That is painful. How do you proceed from here with the earthquake count?
Yeah, probably just Earthquake and figure it out later.
Right.
Maybe just center anyways, because
Yeah.
you're already out of red bar.
Yeah, you might as well. So yeah, once you're
That's
done with
very
the, he
unfortunate.
should have the earthquakes to. Yeah, he has the earthquakes to make it through Blaine. So I guess once he digs out of Blaine, he'd just take the Celadon Center and head to Sabrina.
I guess technically he doesn't have to center if he's willing to Blizzard Rhyhorn.
That sounds spooky.
Yeah.
Well, but
Well, no, yeah, he doesn't have enough.
You-
Never mind. Don't listen
yeah,
to me.
you need the earthquakes for Sabrina.
Yeah, well, he has 4. I guess if he got Super Potion.
But you'd have to come up with a way to clear Blaine.
Yeah, just ignore me. This
Yeah.
is bad
I
on the
guess
fly routing.
you could horn drill through Blaine. Yeah, and then do something like Earthquake the Jinx for Lorelei. That makes up for things.
Yeah,
right?
well, you
Later on.
elixir in Giovanni's gym,
Yeah,
so everything's perfectly fine at that point.
but you'd be down an elixir
No,
if you tried to use it before Sabrina.
no, not elixiring before Sabrina. Just doing everything normal and getting lucky. Like I said, bad routing.
Doesn't sound fun either way.
Oh no. Yeah, this is a pretty bad situation. Honestly, probably the most unfortunate trainer you could have gotten. That was a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah. So super further into second place here.
Abdalain making his way through Giovanni. You just Earthquake spam and hope you hit this Blizzard range, which he does.
Nice. You'll have to see that. See, if you miss too many blizzards in during this fight, it can make the coming rival fight a little awkward, but he's fine. Alright. Super gonna make his way to Viridian Gym here. Only 4 minutes, he said, separating them.
Rick got a Super Potion.
Nice. Playing Super Potion. Mark the bingo card.
It would have worked out. See, I don't actually know which turn he got it on, but I'd like to feel correct.
It's fine.
Super player, meanwhile, moving into Giovanni's gym, where he will also face the black belt. Hopefully, he won't be as unfortunate as Abdalain. He'll just get through it first try.
Abdalain decides to navigate this rival fight with his strategy.
Kid Rocker asks why they don't take the spin pads. Because they're slow, extremely slow. Slower than your rivals walking slow, slower than the Rockets slow. It's actually painful to watch.
Abdalain misses the blizzard range on Pidgeot.
Yep, luckily Thunderbolt is just guaranteed.
Yeah, and the Pidgeot is guaranteed to just keep spamming agility.
Oh, Abdalain, since Abdalain is on max ether route, he can actually afford to horn drill everything from here.
Right.
Whereas on other routes, you will see people only horn drill Venusaur.
Yeah. And the old route used to blizzard the Venusaur, right?
Yes. There are a few routes, one of which blizzards Venusaur and is very likely but not guaranteed to kill.
Yeah, Alex could have taken the pads and still been ahead, but I think he's probably tired of shenanigans given what happened to him in Rock Tunnel.
Yeah,
Wants to
honestly,
get through to the end here.
knowing Alex, I'm not sure that he's particularly happy with this run.
Yeah.
So I think he just wants to get through it.
Well, since then, his execution's been pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, without the gigantic miscue on Rock Tunnel, he would be around like a 158, 159 pace, I believe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't discount that, so.
Massive time loss there.
Rick, Thunderbolting the Mr. Mime, I guess he didn't center and he just didn't have enough Earthquakes. It's not that dangerous because he's still at high health, but
Yeah, okay. So he saved 2 earthquakes for the rest of the fight, so that's good. It would be a way rougher situation to run out of earthquakes before the Alakazam.
yeah. You could YOLO drop. Oh,
Yeah, Alex does a turn frame max ether. What a baller.
I mean, he was doing turn frame biking, so you know, like he's just been flexing.
He's got it down.
SuperPlayer finishing up his Geo split, and Rick about to start on it.
Abdalain's gonna head into the Victory Road cave here, shove some rocks into some holes, and head into Lorelei.
So one thing I don't understand is, are the trainers in Victory Road just trapped there until like some 12-year-old comes in and does the puzzles for them?
They're training hard. That's what I assume.
I mean, there's training hard, and then there's dying in a cave with no way out.
Rick, slow walking to the gym here.
Yeah, we got a wide Abdalain walk, we just didn't know it.
I don't think that counts as a wide walk, unfortunately.
For people who aren't in the know, there was a wonderful video of Abdalain, our pot one runner, taking I believe the area like towards Victory Road and forgetting to bike while also having his screen widened, and it is a meme. We in PSR are very funny people.
Legendary. It's also fun if you look at Abdalain's runs from last tournament and his custom menuing. We're all having fun with in VC.
Yeah, so one of those things about this game is that you can make your own route, but it is very ill-advised to make your own route. There's been years and years of optimizations and just figuring things out put in. So you generally want to work with things that are already, like, set up. Also, Rick getting a Karate Chop non-crit, if he was at normal HP, that would have been very good.
He's a healthy boy heading into the remainder of the game, so he should be fine for a long time. It's going to be hard to make up any time, though, with SuperPlayer being at the appropriate health and moving forward. Rick is going to have to rely on SuperPlayer getting either extremely lucky or making a mistake. Yep. Abdalain gonna shove this last rock here and then head into Lorelei. I don't think we'll see any depositing or YOLO strats coming up from here. Just playing it safe.
Generally speaking, players have the option of depositing, but in race runs we have revive, so you don't really need to, or rather you'd rather not deposit, since you'd like the extra safety.
So let's see, Super making its way through Victory Road and Rick finishing up Giovanni. Have to hit this coming blizzard. And I wonder what his PP looks like now. Which sounds awful to say out loud. But I'd hope that he remembered to elixir after resetting the gym.
Alright, Abdalain on Lorelei, so he is in the end stages of this run. He's going to swap out to his bird, and Lorelei's AI is such that she will always use rest. Or, sorry, always use rest on turn 2 against Nidoking. So he gets a free setup and he can just horn drill everything. Rick missing the range, that doesn't matter too much.
SuperPlayer going for the optimal swag boulder.
You love to see it.
And then throws in the suboptimal swag boulder. And some missed movement. That's the price you pay for going for swag boulders.
So swag boulders lose 2 frames at a time unless you turn in the direction that you would be going in anyways. So when we say optimal swag boulders, we really just mean the swag boulders that turn in the correct direction.
I was a little nervous there, so I'm bonked twice before heading or you're 1 tile below that optional.
Yeah, so there are some optionals in Victory Road that get very nasty very fast, especially because at this point in time you have red bar and you don't have a huge number of attacks available. Especially because these fights aren't as perfectly routed out as others, so...
Yeah, you're very unprepared for some of these fights. But let's see, Abdalain heading into Bruno, gets Rage. Want to see that, it's not bad. Keep red bar for the rest of the fight and finish it up. And then heading to Agatha. SuperPlayer throwing down some more swag boulders. Let's see. A little bit of missed movement there.
Oh, Abdalain actually does have red bar for Agatha, huh? Or for Machamp, I guess.
Yeah, he does. Because he took the rage damage.
Right. Sorry, I missed that.
And then, let's see. Rick cleaning up Verdian rival. And, setting up an X-Spec on Alakazam? That sounds spooky.
Dangerous, yeah. Okay, doesn't get crit, but doesn't get red bar.
I guess that is it. Is that a Stalakazam?
I believe it is.
Oh my god. Our first race of the tournament, we have a Stalakazam. I can't even believe it. I couldn't have asked for a better race to commentate. I'm so satisfied now. I'm so happy. That's awesome. Clip it.
All right.
Don't send me the clip. I need that in my archive forever.
Alright, Abdalain starting Agatha. Agatha has a lot of potential to be a big fat troll. Hopefully he just sees Nightshade and gets on with it. Nice.
Yep, there's Nightshade. We get red bar? Oh,
yes. Yeah. So Agatha can Nightshade you, which is normally the best, unless you're YOLOing. Otherwise, you will, yeah, I believe this route just picks up full Resource Primal, but otherwise you can see Confuse Ray, which is extremely annoying, and Hypnosis, which is also extremely annoying. Luckily, he doesn't get any of those trolls.
Yep, and I guess one thing that can happen is if you miss a Blizzard and get hazed by the Golbat. Did you just say that?
Also, yeah, Rick walking. So picture that, but wide.
Oh, man. All right.
SuperPlayer starting off on the Elite Four.
Yep. So let's see. Abdalain's at 31 health. He's gonna want to heal to, is it 127?
Yeah, so max roll for Gyarados' Hydro Pump is 128.
Right.
So you want to heal above that. At this HP, you can actually stall with an X speed. Assuming he does 2 supers from here.
Yeah, he should.
Rick finding his way to Victory Road.
Yeah,
SuperPlayer getting hit by Aurora Beam.
Did he YOLO?
I think he YOLO'd, yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
That's very unfortunate.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
Oh no, he just deposited. He didn't YOLO. Okay, yeah, because he sent out Spearow. I don't know exactly how he... Yeah, I'm actually not sure what happened there.
Interesting.
Alright, if Alex is going to lose, it's going to be getting chain killed here, so this is an important Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
Doesn't get it.
It's a good roll, too, so...
Yeah, this roll puts him in a range where he can either choose to relatively safely keep red bar or just super potion and take the win. Accidental X speed. That's extremely unfortunate, SuperPlayer.
Oh, he's going for it again.
Yeah, I mean, luckily at this point, like,
He's at full health, so he's fine. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think a crit still kills, but Dugong only has, I believe, a 13.6% crit rate, so that's not particularly scary, especially since it's a 1 and 2.
So Abdalain should have a potion in his pocket still heading into the champ fight. Should he choose to use it to stay safe from wing attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as he plays the safe, the win's in the bag for him.
Yeah.
Not much.
SGH, we like to keep low health for red bar because it basically makes everything in fights faster. But that does mean that mistakes are a lot more costly. Abdalain playing it extremely safe. He doesn't want anything to ruin this for him.
So he saved, but he didn't heal?
I believe so.
Okay.
He has revives, yeah?
He should, yeah.
Yeah, it would take a lot for things to go too wrong.
Alright, see how it goes. He sets up his X special. Mirror move does not work.
And he is through. He just needs to make sure he doesn't, he just needs to make sure he Thunderbolts Gyarados or Blizzard's Ride on.
Yeah, as long as no mistakes from here on, that's GG for Abdalain.
And Abdalain will move to round 2.
First winner of the tournament.
Second winner of the tournament, Bill Bonsai, actually finished with a 157.14.
Oh wow, GG him.
In the other race.
Nice.
But, I mean, second is fine. You're going to the same place, so... Alright. He's drilling. Rick is finishing up his victory road, and SuperPlayer is on Bruno. One last drill. And yeah, big congrats to Abdalain. Especially coming off of the mistake in Rock Tunnel, which he definitely could have just dipped after that, but he kept with it and won this race pretty convincingly. SuperPlayer doing Agatha Candy. I don't know if we talked about Agatha Candy before, but it's basically a strat that makes the end of the Elite Four a lot safer. At the cost of a menu. Or at least part of a menu. And yeah, we will be switching to SuperPlayer's audio. And bringing in Alex, who is finishing with 205 something. SuperPlayer getting slightly trolled. He'll full restore, so he doesn't have to worry about any shenanigans with Sleep or Nightshade here. And no confusion means that he can just... Oh, right, full restore doesn't heal confusion for some reason. Gen 1 is coded very well, by the way. Alright, and in the other race, Zeta finishes with a 204. So we're getting our first results trickling in. It's very nice to see. Very glad to be back in tournament season. Rick finishing up Lorelei. Okay, SuperPlayer getting through Agatha practically unscathed afterwards. And hello,
I probably got memed on for it too, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit. But you know what? You didn't quit. You brought it back. In fact, you were still somehow in the lead after you died.
I thought Rick was gonna pass me. I honestly did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fortunate that you were able to pull this out, but you know better for next time. Don't go for don't go for red bar when you're 6 minutes ahead.
Fair enough. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
No, this would have been such a good run too if I didn't die there. Like, everything else went perfect.
Yeah, like I think I was saying this was like a 157, 158 without
It was gonna be a
without
one. It was gonna be a 156 without.
very unfortunate, but it happens.
Yeah.
Alright, SuperPlayer not saving for Lance, but not getting punished with a crit, so he should be through.
What happened to Rick during like Erica and Blaine?
So he hit a Blaine optional, and on Erica, I believe he died to Victory Bell because he accidentally used Horn Drill.
Oh no!
Yeah, so some pretty rough stuff there, but he kept through it.
I mean, I accidentally blizzarded Hitmonchan.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it happens, but
It's like I did my inputs too fast, and the emulator was just like, "Ha, no, you're blizzarding."
I know how that feels. That's not great.
All in all, I think I know that I can do better if I don't do stupid shit like that.
Hey, PG-13.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah. You just gotta not make the same mistakes. I mean, luckily, as the winner, you don't have to worry about like time advancement stuff. So you're just in round 2, so you can just focus on being better.
Yeah.
SuperPlayer through Lance.
Time for me to practice menuing again and movement, because that was just not a good time today.
Yeah. Like, honestly, though, like, considering the 28 Moon and the Rock Tunnel Death, like, you played it pretty well for the most part. Like, I don't think there was much that was like, what is Abdalain doing?
Well, if you look at what happened to me at Mocket, like, things were not okay.
Yeah,
Like,
Rick is bad at games doesn't have a revive, I don't think.
he just forfeited.
Oh no. That's
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
So all SuperPlayer has to do is get through Champ.
Yeah. Great stuff for him, though. I mean, there were a few just really dumb things that happened to him throughout the race, so happy he kept with SuperPlayer getting Psychic. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Did he not XA or X-Spec?
I'm
on
not
Pidgeot?
sure.
Or did he
I
level
didn't
up
see.
after Pidgeot?
I didn't see. Oh. Alright, good to know that race 1 is the cursed one. That means everyone else is gonna be fine. Alright, SuperPlayer reviving. So, it's gonna be hard, right? Because he has to set up again. And I don't know that you can
Is he
set
on
up.
Zam right now? Like,
Yeah, he's on Zam.
Okay,
No,
did he
I
save
think-
before Champ is the real question, because, like, there's no way he's coming back from that death, then.
Yeah. I think if he gets... Well, no, because with Reflect... Okay. If Alakazam gives him a nice move and he crits Earthquake, this can be fine. But also, this is deeply unfortunate.
Yeah.
See what he does.
Anyways, it's
XP.
noon, I'm gonna go eat now.
Alright, GG's.
GG's.
Thank you for racing.
Yup.
SuperPlayer, please survive. Yeah, this is... This is rough. This is rough. We'll see if he continues. Oh, man. Alright, going to Lavender. Going up to Rock Tunnel. Getting a max ether. Okay, so he's gonna keep going. Yeah, hopefully... Yeah, X stuff. And hopefully he can just get through Elite Four relatively well. Doesn't have X items. Oh no. Oh, not like this, dude. So what's the play? Just die and get X items and go back? Oh! Okay, going for some T-Bolt shenanigans, it looks like. He still has animations on! No! Okay, the super comes out, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, hopefully this will work. I'm actually not sure. Getting another crit. Also, yeah, savor the animations, y'all. You don't see this often. This is an animations on Redemption E4, and I am still here for it. Does he EQ the Jinx? Yes, let's go. Alright. Does T-Bolt kill Lapras here? Oh no. Oh, okay. Is that 10% we were talking about? Alright. One down, I hope he switches back to set. Or not set, animation's off. Let's go. Alright. See how he handles this Bruno. I assume it's gonna be a lot of Earthquakes. Well, Blizzards and Earthquakes, yeah. I'm not sure if Machamp dies. I'm not sure if Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee even die. But from this health, I don't know that it's that scary. Blizzard crit kills Hitmonchan, okay. Alright, so he's gonna need Blizzards for Lance, and he has the Max Ether. I assume that's where he's using them. Or that's where he's using the Max Ether. So he has one to miss on Agatha. If he expects Agatha... Wait, I don't think he can expect Agatha, but I don't think he needs to, because he probably outspeeds the Gengar, I would think. Alright, gets the Bruno. He still got a shot. Alright, yeah, just goes in. I assume he's doing Earthquake, like, he's just doing no setups, and if he gets outsped, like, it's fine. Alright. There's one. Actually, luckily with Golbat, he doesn't need to worry about haze. So, even if he misses the first one, it doesn't matter. And in fact, doesn't even opt to use Blizzard. Okay, cool. Supersonic would have been very annoying. Here's the Golbat. I believe he outspeeds the Gengar, but if he doesn't, it's still not that scary. Drills Hunter. Hunter is, not gonna get hit by that. Oh no. Please use Flute. Please use Flute. He got crit. Oh god. Full restore. Yes. Oh god. Alright, Nightshade, he's fine. Alright, he has enough horn drills to deal with Champ still. I don't know that he outspeeds Zam is the thing. If he uses a spec and an act on Champ, yeah, I don't know if he outspeeds Alakazam. I guess we'll find out together. Alright, 2 to go. Yeah, he's hoping for second non-crit. Or as I like to call it, reflect into EQ crit. Alright, saving for land, which, you know, he might have wanted to do before, but that's neither here nor there. Just not dealing with Gyarados. Although, I don't know that that necessarily helps, because he should still be using an X-Spec here, I believe. And then... Oh, wait. Did he Max Ether? I think he might have wanted to Max Ether. Max Ether, get all the blizzards out. Because he still has enough horn drills to survive Champ. And as of now, he doesn't have enough blizzards. So I think we should be seeing Max Ether here. Okay, it almost worked. Very close. It began. I believe he only has one X-Attack. Oh no. Please just die. Okay, cool. You got through the Dragonair. Take ult Aerodactyl and just don't miss. Grogear, this run's not gonna be over 2 hours and 30 minutes. That was terrifying. Alright. He got a full restore, so he was gonna be fine going into Champ. But that made my heart skip a beat. Alright, so I'm guessing it's gonna be full restore and save. Alright. Please, just whatever blesses you have, just put them in the chat. Yeah, he's only got an X-Ack. An X-Ack and a Dream here. Alright. Alright. Okay, cool. Through Pidgeot. Please outspeed, please outspeed, please outspeed. Oh no. Oh no. He's out of Earthquakes, oh no. No, dude. Alright, reset use Max Ether on Earthquake is probably the only play that lives here. It's a very good thing he picked that up. It's a very good thing he didn't use it on Blizzard like I thought he should have. Alright. I think this might be the last try, so hopefully he gets through here. I believe... No, I don't know if he has speeds Arcanine, so he might need to Earthquake that too, but Arcanine's way less scary than Alakazam. Oh, true Spooky. Alright! Here we go. Oh no. Please live it like one. Okay. Cool. We have red bar. We have red bar, let's go. Just more drill. Oh my god. What a run. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go, SuperPlayer. Let's go, dude. What a run, what a race. GG's. I don't know that we really have time to bring him in, but I'll try to get the fastest of interviews if SpeedGaming will allow me. They'll hopefully allow me. I got dunned because he's done, but yeah. Either way, super good game. Super fun to watch. And SuperPlayer. Just very happy that he was able to finish this run out. Especially with the death to champ. Alright, we'll bring SuperPlayer in as fast as humanly possible and just get out of here. Yo! What is up? That was insane.
What can I say?
You can say GG.
That was a terrible run. I wasn't sure I was going to go for it since I died to Brock with my huge mistakes when I tried to Bubble Beam again. hoping
Yeah.
for a 3-turn buy.
Yeah.
That was really stupid because I had the PG, so a random
Yeah,
one.
I was wondering because like you had the Pidgey, and I think twice actually. I was like, "Oh no, why aren't you swapping in?" It's really hard to think of in the moment.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I was like, it's weird because my special was at 13 after the Weedle fight, and it's still two shots the Onyx. I was like, so it's
Yeah.
fine. And then I realized it turned one bite on the Nidoran. Then
Oh
I
no.
bubble beam, bubble, and then I try again to kill it. So, but it was already the second turn, so I died. I died to this. If I had the speed fall, I guess it would be fine, but I didn't. Then I catched up with Rick. I saw my race trying to catch up. I think I passed him over the
Yeah.
Sylph or
So
Koga.
so Rick
Koga.
actually I believe he tried to horn drill Victory Bell on accident, and that's where you caught up.
Yeah.
Earn Okay, you caught up a lot of time there, and then I believe he forgot to repel and candy, so he actually got an encounter in Mansion, and
Oh
you
yeah.
actually passed him on that.
I saw the whizzing, or something like
Yeah,
that.
which was
Yeah,
extremely unfortunate.
it happened to me once when I didn't candies, and I remember why the Ripple are useful when you have a Pokemon higher than the
Yeah, it's one of
Pokemon
those
in the
things
area.
that you just do the route, and you
Yeah,
forget about things in Pokemon.
yeah, you forget things when you speedrun. But yeah, and the end was like, what to say about this ending run?
That was amazing.
I knew I could do with the only max tier the all Elite Four plus the champ because I did it once. I finished it once. I redid the Elite Four, so I knew I could do it. But I needed at least one elixir or one ether to max something, depending on what I did on the run, and that's why I bought two full restore. I should have bought three, to be honest, to be more safe. But yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot to save.
yeah,
Just
that lack of lance save was tragic.
yeah, but fortunately I did it. I did it, and maybe with that, if someone don't finish, two racers don't finish in another race, I could pass. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you've technically got a shot,
I got a
and
shot.
that's great.
Yeah. So thanks for the tourney. It's really cool.
Yeah, that was an extremely fun race to watch, just across the board.
I
I
watch it
think.
again later. I think I'm pretty sure, or commentated over your comments in French probably for my
Yeah,
stream.
there were please rewatch. There's some really
will.
fun stuff
I
going
will.
on in everyone's
Oh,
streams.
oh shit! If I didn't die to Brock, I could have won this race. Oh man.
Yeah. So actually, Abdalain died in Rock Tunnel
Yeah,
and
he
reset
died.
to Surge, which is why you saved. How much time did you save there? Actually, did you
Uh,
see?
to him, I think it's like 5 minutes I saved to
Oh my
him, or 4 minutes.
gosh, that's so
Because
much.
I was like 8 or 9 minutes behind him, and I was like only something like 4 minutes behind him after that. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he lost like 4 to 5 minutes to that mistake.
Oh man.
But yeah, he did pretty well after that. If I think he died another time to something, but
I'm trying to think. I can't actually remember.
or he died to rocket, right? On
Yeah, he died to
the
Moon Rocket, definitely.
oh yeah. So yeah, that cost him a bit of time, but he saved it just before it, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Also,
still have to repractice my moon because my baby moon. I don't know why it doesn't work.
yeah, it was really cool to see the older moon strats, the post lass and
Yeah,
especially that Paris manip, which is please
really
learn a new
humble.
one.
Yeah, I didn't learn the palette one with the blue palette manip, but I know I need to learn things. I learned the speedrun like 3 years ago with the guide weed and stuff wrote a long time
Yeah.
ago, and I'm still running with it. So that's why everything is sketchy and really hard.
I mean, it's really cool to see different routes. Yeah.
Maybe I'm pretty
Anything
sure
else?
the only one to use the trash routes, early trash routes.
I
And
believe that Syndikill also does.
Oh, send the killer. Okay. Yeah, but he's far ahead of me. So.
Oh
It's
yeah,
enough.
but he still does, you know. Don't shortchange yourself. Honestly,
No,
really,
not-
really good perseverance to finish this up.
Yeah. I'm very happy that I did. I didn't. I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't want to forfeit. I don't want to forfeit at all. Even if I'm third, I don't want. So.
You didn't forfeit and you got second, so
Yeah.
we take those.
I take it.
All right. Anything else here? I think we should probably wrap up.
Yeah, it's fine to me. Thanks again for.
Yeah,
for
thanks so
streaming.
much for racing. That was, like I said, that was so fun.
Bye.
Later. All right. That is race 1 done. Pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll see you in the next race, which is in an hour on SpeedGaming 2. I believe it's X Mini Blinder versus Barp the Wire versus Simar, I want to say. Yeah. Thanks for watching.